Today we're going to talk about how buyer psychology protects an estate's equity. Let's get started right after this. I'm Ashley Rivera. I'm a real estate agent in sunny San Diego with Probate and Trust Help. We specialize in helping personal representatives to prepare, market, and sell homes. So first, let's talk about how flippers think. Flippers analyze homes specifically as investments. They calculate renovation costs and pad for risk. They oftentimes will assume worst-case scenarios so that they can ensure that they'll have a profit in the end. When you get into escrow with a flipper, they're looking for leverage. Things like clutter, outdated appliances, potential repairs, these are all things that they're going to use to try and bring the price down. They don't have any emotional attachment to the property, so they rarely have any feeling when it comes to losing a potential sale. And along with that, it's unlikely that they're going to stretch their offer. Counter to that, let's talk about how traditional buyers think. When a traditional buyer walks into a home, they imagine how their life would unfold in this space. They'll picture gatherings, routines, and future events that'll take place. They're going to respond to light, the flow, how much space there is. What they're looking at is the potential. Their emotions on how they feel about a space are more likely to increase what offer they think is within their means. So what you need to know is that with a flipper, it's about the bottom line. They're trying to buy, flip, and sell a property for a profit. With a traditional buyer, they're trying to find their forever home. I think with this, you can kind of understand how you would be able to get a higher price from a traditional buyer versus a flipper. I wanted to talk about an example property that actually does a great job of explaining how a traditional buyer versus a flipper would present an offer. So we had a client recently who sold a home in Lemon Grove, which is here in San Diego County. And the property had some unusual movement in the floor. It had already had some previous repairs done to the foundation. And we were aware of this because we were helping the seller and he was aware. We disclosed all this information to any potential buyers. And we had a lot of flippers who came in and were looking at the property. We received many offers from investors who wanted to get the best possible price on this place, but we received one offer from a traditional buyer, and that offer was $60,000 more than the next highest offer from an investor. The buyer really wanted this home. It did have some very cute finishes. They were a little dated, but it was a cute little home, and it had this beautiful garden in the backyard that was overgrown, but with some care and love, could quickly be turned into a very welcoming space. The experience of this really opened our eyes to how you can go about managing the sale of a home by just doing some basic things. We had the client, prior to listing, empty out all the personal property. We ensured that the property was cleaned, and we tried to make the space as welcoming as possible. We marketed it to conventional buyers or traditional buyers, as well as investment buyers. And in the end, we ended up selling this property for significantly more than what it would have sold for to an investor. It was simply because this buyer walked into this home and saw themselves living here. They saw their family, they saw their children growing up, and that's where they wanted to be. And so in the end, that particular scenario worked out for the better. It doesn't always happen this way, but it's always good to present a property that could be sold to a traditional buyer in a light that would allow a traditional buyer to do so. When it comes to any kind of repairs or renovations, you're gonna have to determine what's gonna work for the estate. Renovations and repairs in these scenarios are gonna cost time, money, and sometimes stress for the beneficiaries. So you need to know, is it even worth our time? But things like clearing out personal property or having a property cleaned are not nearly as costly as renovations. And they may be all that's needed to market to traditional buyers. Speak with your trusted real estate advisor, and if you're here in San Diego, please reach out to us because we would love to help you through preparing, marketing, and selling a home to both traditional buyers and investment buyers. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you're notified of our weekly videos because you wouldn't want to miss any.